Hello there! Today is day 21 of working on a currently untitled project, so let's hop right in. So as you can see here, I have attempted to make two variations of the Wanderer enemy prototype. They both have their problems. So the one on the left has little outlines, and which I kind of like, at least. The other one has highlights on the edges, so based on where the camera's located, the what's perpendicular to the camera highlights, which gives a nice outline feel and helps define the shape of it without lighting it properly. I don't like either of them right now. Both also have a volumetric quality to them. You can see that there's where it's thin, there's less of a it's less intense, and then when you get to the body, there's a greater intensity. It doesn't really stand out. It needs a more complex mesh to really be felt or to have an impact, really. So I kind of wasted my time working on that aspect without having a more complicated mesh to test it on. So yeah, today not very much progress, unfortunately. That's all the core stuff. If you want to listen to me ramble, feel free to stick around. Otherwise, feel free to click off. So, the outlines. The outlines up close are okay. Like, they're at least passable, when you get close to them, you can see, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, where you just have this nice outline of the shape, and you have like the quads highlighted nicely, which is cool. I like it. The problem is it just aliases really badly when you get far away, and I don't think this is just simply a problem of I can test this out here, 0.05, if I multiply the size by 5 and re-export this, and I just need to then drag and drop this over here, copy that in, replace. Sorry, that's not on screen. Now the thickness is way up on it, but I mean, it's better, but it still aliases really badly. You can just... There's also a problem with the volumetric aspect to this. Let me just go ahead and turn that off entirely. And just set the shell color to that, and that's good enough. The volumetric does actually add a bit more than I thought it did. I underestimated that, but regardless, you can kind of see if I set the shell color to I'm just trying to find a color that will help the red pop out. Yeah. I don't know, just looking at here, it does alias a lot better in this case. Like, that, the increased width really does help a lot. It's still just not great, though. And so playing around with this a bit, if I just set it to be pure red, I don't know, it's anesthetic. It could be worse. I need to set the ground to be just slightly lower than it actually is to otherwise the lines clip in and, you know, you'd end up with stuff not showing up properly. I don't know. This is a lot better than I thought it was, I think. So, now I am curious, what happens if we go ahead and add in the outlines there on this guy? Well, for whatever reason, the outlines aren't looking all that good right now. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole lot of options. Progress has been slow. Like I said, I don't really like either of these right now. I want different. I want to try out a couple more ideas I have. I might try some out on the Trojan tank because that's a bigger mesh and I might get a better sense of like what it looks like on something bigger, which might help me. I also want to prototype out what the ground looks like and what the walls look like. That's going to be pretty important. I have a few references that might help with that. I have a few ideas. It's just, I don't really know what I'm doing. Figuring out stuff takes a long time, even when I have some idea of what I'm doing. So progress is very slow right now. A week might not be enough to accomplish what I want to accomplish. So I'm just gonna have to play it by ear a bit and just sort of see where all this leads me and see where I end up on this. Yeah. If you have any comments, questions, ideas, or anything else on your mind, leave a comment below. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.